What's up guys, and welcome back to the channel. I am excited. Today we're going to be doing a review on a brand new 7-inch rear backup camera for our bus. This camera was sent to us from FHD. They're a company that makes these backup cameras. This camera has a 7-inch display, and it's going to have a completely wireless setup from the back all the way to the front. You guys, you can hook this up to a bus, an RV, a travel trailer, fifth wheel, even like a regular kind of trailer on the back if you had to. This is a really nice camera, and I'm excited. We're going to go set it up and check out everything that's inside the box. So this is the box that's going to come in. This is the model number in case you guys are wondering about this camera, in case you get interested. And this is all that's included. I gotta say, the package was really nicely well built. Everything was super protected. It wasn't just like thrown in the box where stuff could break. There was a lot of styrofoam, a lot of fluff, and you know, it gives you a little bit more comfort knowing that your stuff is being shipped with care. So you'll get your instruction manual. There's a whole bunch of hardware right here. These are your two antennas. One's going to go to the camera itself, and one's going to go to the receiver. This is a mounting bracket, base plate, and this is some more hardware. This is a mount for the front, I believe. This is what the LCD screen will mount on. The really nice thing about this camera, guys, is that you don't have to hardwire the display screen into your bus or your car or whatever you're installing this on. This actually comes with a DC outlet, so you can plug it right into your DC or cigarette outlet, and it's pretty much plug and play. It's super simple. The only thing you have to wire up is the camera on the back, and it's super simple. It's only a positive and a negative cable. And when she asked me which one I wanted, she asked me if I had a rear clearance light in the middle, and I said yes. So the one we have on the back is going to come down. This one is going to replace it, and it's going to power the clearance light and both the camera. So we're going to get on the back. I'm going to start pulling off the old stuff, and we're going to start installing this new one. Alright guys, so we're up top here on the rear. This is going to be our light coming down. Super simple. You just do one screw and two screws, and this will come loose. And then after that, we're going to disconnect the wires, and we'll rewire it up to our backup camera. Alright guys, so we undid our light with those two screws. Now in the case of our bus, we have two wires. One is a red, which is the hot, which is the positive terminal, and then the white right here, that's going to be our negative. Now on the camera that we have a red cable, which is the positive, and a black, which is going to be our negative. So you'll hook the red up to the red, and our black up to the white. So I'm going to get this disconnected and spliced, and then we'll hook it up to the other ones. Alright, so before we go any further, I want to point something out. I was told that this was going to be wiring up to the third brake light. Now, the brake light doesn't get power to it unless you actually press the brake. There's no like running light power to it or anything like that. So that is not going to work. So what we're probably going to have to do is take out one of these clearance lights that run all the time when the headlights are on, and then we're going to wire it up there, and hopefully it's not too high and we can still keep it on a bike. I believe you can adjust the pitch of the camera and where you want it to point, so we should be good to go. So I'm going to pull this light off, and we're going to mount the other one up, wire it up, and see how she looks. Alright guys, all installed. So just to let you know, there is a screw behind this lens to mount this up to the bus, so you have to pull this lens off. You'll install the screw and then put the lens back on. It's kind of nice that way too, because it covers up any screw holes that you have or any bolts. And then there is one on this side. I just reused the bus hardware that the original clearance light was on, and it works just fine. I actually had to make one new hole, but the screws that they used were self-tapping, so it was very simple to do. And this is only fiberglass, so it's not very hard to dig into if you have to. But this is all wired up, and you can pivot this to whatever angle. Obviously, we're going to point it down as far as it'll go. Originally we were going to have it down here, so it would have been a little lower. I'm hoping with this lens, it's supposed to be a wide angle lens, I think 170 degrees, so it should be able to see the bike, and it'll definitely see whatever is behind us. So we're all wired up. I'm going to go inside. We're going to install the main LCD viewing screen, and then we'll see how she works. Alright, so we installed the antenna. This is it right here. It just screws right on the back. Very, very simple. And then there's one more that we're going to screw on the front LCD screen. That way these two can talk to one another, and we'll get a good picture. The one downfall, I think, to this is, like on the stock clearance light, you got a gasket that goes around the clearance light. Unfortunately, with this camera, it didn't come with a gasket. Although you could make your own gasket. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use some silicone and go around it. I don't have clear at the moment. I think I might use a little white for the top for now, just to keep rainwater from falling in there. But I am going to get some GeoCell 8150. It's really good. It's what they use from the factory on RVs, and I'm going to go around that. It's clear. It comes in clear or white, whichever you prefer, and that way it'll keep water out and debris and all that stuff. All right, guys, I know it's going to be kind of hard for you to see me out here because the sun is obviously setting, but I did want to show you that new tail light. So obviously you can see it's that middle one. That thing is super, super bright. My one on the left, only half of it is illuminating. Same thing for that one, so I'm gonna have to replace both of those. They're LEDs, and I don't even think that's expensive, so I'm gonna have to change those out. So they'll look like that one, obviously. But the camera looks really good, looks really sleek. It takes a low profile. And now we're gonna go inside and I'll show you guys what the screen looks like. All right, guys, and this is the display. I haven't mounted it yet, but obviously you can see the top of the bike. If we had it, what is that? There's somebody trying to take my bike. They're dancing. Hey, stop dancing on my bike. See, guys, this camera's already coming in handy, keeping nut jobs away. But obviously you can see the bike. It's sitting right there. If the camera was sitting lower where we originally wanted it, you'd be able to see more of the bike. But this still gives you a really wide view. Like this comes out even wider than the bus, so you can really see what you're looking at. It goes into night mode at night. It goes gray, black and white, so it helps you kind of see things a little better. And then during the day, it's in color. And I guess I'll show that to you guys another day, but really great camera, really nice. Super thankful for getting it. Guys, I just wanted to add something quick in about this camera, which I actually really, really like, and I didn't even know it did this till I actually had the camera in my hand. This camera, you can actually put a SD card in it, up to 128 gigabyte SD card, and you can record what's going on through that camera. The other really nice thing about this camera, guys, is you can hook up to 4 cameras to one monitor. You can either have each one show separately, or you can do a split screen and have all 4 cameras show at the same time. That also means that you can use this camera to record, you know, say as like a dash cam. So you can use it for the front, for your both sides, and for your rear. God forbid you ever get into an accident or anything, this is an excellent camera to have. You know, and it'll really cover you in an insurance claim. God forbid you ever got into an accident. We really do appreciate them sending that out to us. If you guys are interested, I'm going to put all the information down below, and you guys can check it out for yourselves.